Well, welcome back to the homestead. Today's episode's one I'm really excited about because today is the day that we're going to get this drywall installed. So I'm excited to see the visual change that that's going to make. I'm also excited that I'm not the one that's going to be hanging it. Like I said in the last video, I've hung drywall before. It's something I'm definitely capable of doing, but to be honest, hanging it by yourself is a challenge, and while I'm able to do that, finishing sheetrock is not something that I excel at, and I really don't enjoy doing it. So rather than me taking a couple of months to get it all hung, taped, mudded, and sanded and everything and ready to paint, I'm going to go ahead and hire these guys to come in a few days and get the same job done, and their finish work is probably going to be a step above what mine is because they're professionals that do it all day every day, and I don't, and it's not something that I excel at. So we're just going to hire it, get it done, and I'm excited to see the changes that that's going to make in the house. So anyway, in the meantime, the contractor hasn't showed up to start hanging it yet, so why don't we take a quick run through the house and just get a last look at what all the walls look like with the studs and the wiring and insulation and everything visible, and then we can compare that to what it looks like after they finish hanging the sheetrock. So let's take a quick stroll through the house. All right, so this is coming in the back door. Over here is going to be the dining room. Next to that's going to be the kitchen. And that'll have a opening going into the living room. And this will be the master bedroom. This will be the master vanity here. And behind it will be the master closet. And this will be the master bathroom with the toilet, claw tub there, and then a walk-in shower. And also by the back door is going to be the utility room. As you walk in here, this wall will be cabinetry, and in the corner will be a upright freezer. Over here will be the washer and dryer. And then under the staircase is going to be a little half bathroom. Now let's go upstairs. Then as you come upstairs, this is going to be the landing. It's going to be a pretty good sized landing. And to the right is going to be my office. Over here we're going to have the upstairs bathroom. So there'll be a vanity right there next to a toilet, and then a combination tub shower right here. Next to that is going to be the equipment room. You can see I've got a tankless hot water heater and the water distribution box back there, or manifold, and then the ductwork for our central heat and air right here. And then last but not least is going to be Nathaniel's room. You'll have a pretty good sized closet there with shelving on either side of it. And then this is the rest of the room. All right, so that's a quick run through on what the house looks like right now. And once the sheetrock's installed, we'll do a before and after comparison on it. But for now, we're going to wait for the contractors to get here and see if we can get a little bit of footage of them actually putting the sheetrock up. All right, so that was the time lapse of the two guys doing the install of the drywall, and it did take the two guys 2 full days to install it. Now, the upstairs in my house has got a 45-degree ceiling on one side because of the roof line, and that means there's an extra set of cuts that have to be done, and we had a couple of closets up here, so the 2,500 square foot, the top 1,000 square foot, which is the 2 bedrooms, the landing, the equipment room, and a bathroom, actually took them a bit longer than doing the downstairs did. Even though the downstairs is 500 square foot larger, they were able to use 12-foot sheets, and there weren't as many cuts because it was just straight walls, and there's not as many closets and all downstairs. So. But at any rate, it took two guys 2 days to do 2,500 square foot of just hanging the drywall. After they finished, another crew came in and they picked up all the scraps that were in the middle of the floors, cleaned all that out, came back and put down brown paper on the floor so that when the drywallers were putting the mud on the walls, any of the mud that fell doesn't get on the floor. So there's a lot less cleanup that way. So you can see they've already got mud up on the walls, and this is actually the second coat. So they've already put one coat on, sanded it down, put a second coat on. They'll come back in the morning and they're going to give this a final sanding, and then they're going to spray a knockdown texture on the ceiling and the walls. It'll be a medium to heavy on the ceiling and a light to medium on the walls. And once they've done that and it's dried for 24 hours, I'm ready to come in and start painting. So hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get a little bit of paint up on the walls, but we'll have to wait and see whether or not it has enough dry time and if they actually get done tomorrow or not. But at any rate, the next thing I want to do is go ahead and show you a couple of before and after photos of the rooms before the drywall was hung and then after it was hung. So let's take a look at those. that's the before and after photos, and I'm telling you, it makes a big visual difference seeing drywall up. So glad to no longer see the studs and insulation and ceiling joist and all that. But at any rate, y'all keep your fingers crossed. They're able to get the knockdown finish put on the ceilings and walls tomorrow. And if they do that, this weekend I'll be in here painting and be able to show you some rooms that actually look like rooms a little bit. Now, we still have a ways to go. I've still got flooring. I've still got trim work and cabinetry and things like that to do. But we are definitely making headway. So at any rate, until then, y'all keep checking back.